All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for clicking on this video and hopefully giving it a like and maybe a subscribe. So today we're going to be talking about skills that you need for college, and this isn't going to be a video about like hard skills like learning how to study, learning how to write, learning how to take notes. It's not that kind of video. This is going to be more about the soft skills that you need to do well. So let's get into it. So skill number one is going to be interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills are basically just skills that you use when communicating and working with other people. So this can look like being a leader, knowing how to be led, and also delegating responsibilities. Those are all super important things that will impact literally every part of your college experience, from doing group projects to making plans with your friends to talking with teachers and things like that. So it's super important. Definitely want to learn how to do that. The best ways that I learned how to do it, honestly, were school sports. Growing up, I played soccer for like a year. I played basketball from 6 to like I still play now. I played football until my sophomore year. I even did like martial arts at one point. And so those things really teach you how to like work and deal with people as both a leader and as a follower, like in terms of being with your coach or even players who are higher than you, like if you're on JV with varsity. It really teaches you those interpersonal skills that you need. If sports aren't for you, there are also clubs. So being a leader in a club, because obviously you're going to be doing things like community service, things where it's team oriented, right? So joining clubs will also work. And then you can also, depending on the job that you work, can also really teach you these types of skills. So if you're in a management position, or even if you're learning from somebody that's in a management position, you can learn these interpersonal skills. So the next skill that we have is going to be interpersonal skills. And these interpersonal skills are like, this is definitely like the most important one on this list. So if you don't hear anything else, definitely listen to this point. So intrapersonal skills, which is I-N-T-R-A instead of I-N-T-E-R, which is number one, are basically skills of dealing with yourself. So a lot of people overlook this and don't really take time to self-discover. But what I mean is learning things about yourself. So what makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you frustrated? What do you really enjoy doing? What do you really hate doing? What things about other people annoy you? Like all those little fine things you need to learn about yourself, because it'll impact your decisions and your enjoyment of where you are. So definitely take time to learn about those. So another part that I'm kind of lumping into intrapersonal skills is your ability to manage stress. So this is hugely important for college students, because I read something and I think it was saying basically that college students today have more stress than ever before. Like we're dealing with high levels of stress. And I mean, it makes sense. We're moving away from home for the most part. We're dealing with high loads of work that are due, dealing with things like, what are we gonna eat? Money, all these types of things, right? They factor in. So stress levels are really high. And so make sure you learn before you come to college how you can release and how you can vent. I know for some people, I have friends that like will journal or do things like that. For me, I like to work out. Working out always helps me feel better. Playing basketball, playing video games with friends are definitely all really big factors that help me stay like sane in college and manage my stress. And my last point for interpersonal skills, I know a lot of freshmen like to like hop into relationships, and it happens like majority of freshmen we're gonna end up hopping into relationships. I know with my friend group, it was like 5 of us in freshman year. We all went into college like, we're not getting relationships, like I'm just gonna do me this first year, blah, blah, blah. Like 3 months in, 3 of the 5 guys had relationships. So it's gonna happen, like you can expect it. Because you're away from home and you know, it's a little bit different. So people are gonna hop into relationships, but my personal advice would just be to learn yourself before you get in a relationship. You and the other person should know about yourself before you try to start interacting with another person. So skill number 3 is gonna be balance. And so what I mean by balance is learning to manage fun and work. So there are really 2 sides that I see a lot. And one is the person, like they get straight A's, but all they do is study. They don't go out with friends. They don't do anything fun on the weekends. After school's over, they're just studying. They don't go to any basketball games, don't do anything like extracurricular. Like everything is devoted to their career and to school, which is good. It's good to grind. Like that's good. I'm definitely not knocking that, but you'll get burned out really easily. And there's also the other end of people who skip classes, stay up all night playing video games and watching YouTube, and not doing the work, partying, all these types of things. And so you have to find the balance, and this kind of even fits in with the interpersonal skills, finding what works for you. You have to manage it because you want college to be a fun experience. You definitely want that to be the case. But at the same time, you're there to get your education. So you really got to learn balance in terms of that, and then also risky and non-risky behaviors. And so what I mean by that is partying is probably one of the greatest examples. There's nothing wrong with going to a party. If you want to go to a party, go to a party. But there's a fine line between somebody who maybe parties once or twice a week when they don't have exams, like when you have time to do it, right? And somebody who's partying every day, falling out, you know, having friends have to come pick you up and doing all these types of things. So just make sure you learn to manage the risk and the non-risk, the fun and the work. So skill number 5. So I'm sitting here editing this video and I'm recognizing that I'm a college student that can't count. This is actually number 4, not number 5. So yeah, let's get back to it. Is going to be housekeeping. And this is like a really general term for house skills. So one of those things would be cleaning. Please don't be nasty. There are so many people that are so nasty in college, and you really don't, like, for those of you guys who were raised and you guys had to do like clean things and had chores growing up and had to wash your own clothes and stuff like that, this is kind of seeming like common sense to you, but you will get to college and see people who don't know how to wash clothes, who keep their room nasty. So please, if you don't know how to do it, ask me in the comments. I will answer any questions you have regarding cleanliness. Gotta learn to clean. So cleaning is number 1. So like sweeping, cleaning the toilet, cleaning the shower, like those type of things. Learn how to do that. Washing your clothes. Ironing is an important skill, which I suck at ironing, but I learned how to iron well enough to pass. Okay, so ironing, and then cooking. A lot, especially guys are really guilty of this, don't know how to cook anything. So my general rule is learn how to cook 3 meals for every meal of the day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you know how to cook 3 different things for breakfast, 3 different things for lunch, 3 different things for dinner, you'll be all right. Because you don't want to get to college and only eat ramen noodles, because that's how you gain the freshman 20. Or your life enjoyment goes down because you don't have money to go eat all the time, but you also don't know how to cook. So just definitely learn all those skills because they're super important, guys. So the last skill that I have for you guys is time management, and you guys probably already knew this, but I just kind of want to elaborate on how you can manage time and what exactly I mean by time management. So my personality is naturally to be really time oriented, and I like to get everything done in a certain time. I'm not a procrastinator, fortunately, okay? I know a lot of people out there are, but you can avoid being a procrastinator by getting a planner. I know so many people that just try to keep everything memorized. Okay, I have this test that's Tuesday and I have this assignment due on Sunday. They try to keep everything in their head. Don't do that because you won't remember everything, especially if you have a hard major. So get a planner and write things down. Just write everything down. That's step 1. That will eliminate so many of your problems. After you do that, really, it's just a matter of spacing everything out. You want to figure out, am I going to start early? Am I going to start tomorrow? Am I going to start later? When am I going to start this? And do it early, because you don't want to be in the position of having a 3-month assignment that you do in 1 week. So just really learn how to manage your time. If you have any difficult classes in high school, even if you don't have difficult classes, it'll still work. Practice using a planner and managing your time, because it's a skill. The more you work on it, the better you're going to get at it. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something that you can take away to improve your college or life experience in general. If you did like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I did have some other things that I did want to put on this list, but I didn't want to make it too long. So if you guys want to see a number 2 of this video, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know. See you next time.